Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go over a little tutorial on how to crack cards out of graded slabs. I have a PSA card and a CGC card that I will be cracking today. The Mewtwo EX from Ruby and Sapphire. And then we have a Suicune and Entei Legend card from Heart Gold Soul Silver Unleashed, top half. So first thing, need two tools. You need a cutting pliers that has sharp end. Preferably you want a cutting pliers that is a little longer than this. This is kind of short and small, but it's gonna work. It's just gonna take a little extra work. So get the longest, biggest one you can find. And then you need a flathead screwdriver, preferably a big flathead screwdriver. Like a really small one will make it a little tougher. But then additionally, I do have a plastic bag that I might try to crack them in because the plastic is gonna fly off. You might want to wear eye protection. That would be a good idea. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna try not to use the bag, but then I'm also gonna deal with the plastic, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But okay, first off, we are going to make a cut on the corners. We want to go about, and you know, a good rule of thumb is to do this very carefully and slowly. That goes without saying. But the goal is to clip each corner to get to a point where we can gently insert the screwdriver and just rotate it, which will cause the slab to split apart. You'll see it, but okay. And this is a process that definitely takes some practice. So definitely practice this on like a cheap slab card that you don't really care about too much. And then you can move on to more expensive ones. So maybe about a centimeter in. We're gonna start our little snip, maybe a centimeter and a half if you want to be a little more aggressive. And you're just gonna give it a firm snip. Okay. Got a little cut there. That's exactly what we're looking for. Kind of closed my eyes. Couldn't see if, okay, yeah, I caught the little plastic piece. Just wondering where that went. So, let's do the exact same thing on the other side. You know, if you want to go at it like this, you can do that. I'm just gonna do this. Perfect. Perfect. You know, if we had a little bit longer of a cutting pliers, we could get a more aggressive cut. We are going to have to trim this a little more. I'm going to have to come in here and snip a little more, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get this screwdriver. You're just going to try to gently get it between the top and bottom of the plastic. Okay, it's not good enough yet. I need to do a little more snipping. So basically this, you literally are just trimming it. You're not gonna risk the card in this step. Okay, I am struggling here, guys. Let me come back to this side. There we go. Okay. We should be good. It's a little tough to do on camera because I'm holding in such awkward positions. This is so much easier to not do on camera. Okay, see, I finally got it in a little bit. So now once I get it in, then you can just twist it. Just twisting my hand like this to bring it up. This is where you have to start being careful. You're gonna slide this up. This whole process you're gonna be doing very gently and carefully. You do not want to damage that card inside, obviously. And I definitely look weird, like I'm struggling, and it's just because I'm behind the camera. This is a lot easier if you're not recording the process. So now at this point, as you can see, I have this open pretty well. My next step is to just slowly get the top and bottom of the slab to just pry apart. So I'm just messing around, kind of going around all sides. I kind of just pulling it open, just being as careful as possible until I get to a point where I can just get a hold of the card. And there we go. There's probably a better technique for pulling it out. I definitely was a little risky there. Once again, I'm just making this video for fun. There's a lot better resources to go watch people do this and figure out how to do it yourself. But here is the card. Now we get to see if this actually was a misgrade or not. I am not sure. Yeah, we can see in the back how there's some warping. That definitely explains why it was a 4. But it's still a pretty clean 4. I mean, that front is beautiful. I don't really see too many hollow scratches, if many at all. It's just, unfortunately, this back, that's just, it's a little dent. You can see that little dent right there. And then you can see the warping right there. But that's cool. Let's get this into a sleeve and a top loader. So I'm actually not going to crack this CGC on camera because this was not easy to do while standing or sitting behind a camera. I'm going to go to my workbench and do it in half the time and a lot easier. But yeah, that's how you crack a PSA slab, at least. CGC is literally the same. It just feels a little different, but it's the same process. Repeat everything once again. You're just gonna snip the corners. You know what? Maybe, should I just do it? Let's just do it. I'm not gonna talk you through this one. I'm just gonna do it. So CGC slabs are definitely a little thicker. Got the snip there. And once again, this part of the process, you really don't have to worry about too much for the card. It's when you start prying it apart where you have to go really just slow and carefully. And once again, go check out some other videos on how to do it. I'm not a pro or anything. I've only done this a couple times, to be honest, but it is way easier than you think. Like, everybody's like, oh, I'm so scared to crack a slab because I'm gonna damage the card, and you know, I've never done it before and it seems so difficult. And like, no, it's not difficult. It's really easy, actually. Basically, just keep on trimming these corners. Almost like you're cutting your fingernails. Just trim it. I almost just hit the card there with my screwdriver. That would have been very bad. Oh, see, this came apart. Ooh. I shouldn't post this video. That was stupid of me, but didn't damage the card at all. Okay, yeah, see, this is a prime example of what not to do. I just let that get away from me and let it fall out. But there it is. Card didn't get damaged at all, even though I just made that mistake. But prime example of what not to do. Basically, don't do this while sitting behind a camera. You know, do this at a workbench. Do this while standing up. Don't do this while sitting. But the card survived. It just slipped out of my hand for a second, but it didn't do any damage. So there we go. That is how we crack a PSA and a CGC slab. Once again, way easier than people think. It's not hard. It's not complicated. I was gonna say it's not challenging, but I feel like the first time you do it, it's challenging. But after that, it's not. But there you go. Have a good day, guys.